Clint Hardy here. It's a little breezy out here today. This is my first video, and I'm a new farmer, beginning farmer. I am an organic farmer, so needless to say, I'm starting out doing it the hard way. 2017 was my first year, and I'm out here on some county property that was in some serious need of work. What you see behind me now is completely been just cleaned up. All the brush piles, all the trees that are out in the fields are completely gone now. And I disked this earlier in the fall. I would say probably October, November. I can't remember exactly when, but I'm getting ready to come back through. I'm getting my disc set up and getting everything adjusted right. I'm coming back in and disking it in again, and we'll see how everything goes. Break up some of these clods. It had a couple snows on it, and it really so far is powdered up nicely. This field is 55 acres, and thank you guys for watching. It's February 13th, 2018. Coming to you from a 55 acre field. As you can tell, is very rough. I disked it when it was in the fall, and I'm filming on my phone here, so it's probably even worse than what it seems like in the tractor. I'm in a John Deere 6320, pulling a Kraus 2200 14-foot disc with an I-beam on the back of that. My goal today is I want to be able to not only break up the clods, but I want to level the field out. So frost just came out of the ground for a few days. Everything's working pretty good so far, but I have, like I said, very rough ground right now. I disked it in the fall when it was probably a little bit too wet. I am a new farmer. I'm learning a lot of things as I go. I'm an organic farmer, so that is basically saying I'm doing things the hard way. I can't spray chemicals to kill weeds, to kill grass. So the weed control is a mechanical process, and you know, you got to do some light tillage. This is my second year. 2017 was my first year, and I really went to school on a lot of things. I'm really not set up yet perfectly. Probably like a lot of you farmers, a lot of you younger guys out there, like myself. We just kind of have to do things to get by. So you can see the nice split in the hood of the tractor. Those things are ungodly expensive to repair. But as you can tell, this field, and it had a lot of those ditches. You see the grass that's right over there. That's probably a 6 or 7 foot washout that stretched from all the way down there by the tree line to all the way up there. And I have since then filled in quite a bit of the ditch, and wanted to fill it in, be able to capture as much farming ground as possible. But yeah, so hope you enjoy, and hope to hear any comments, and let me know what you think. Thanks, guys. Now, as you guys can tell, the disc is doing a pretty good job here. You know, doing a good job leveling it out. A little bit of history on this field. I was not able to start farming this until June of 2017, and that means I had to mow it because there was horse weeds, all kinds of weeds, grass out here 6 feet tall, 5 to 6 feet tall. And that was a huge problem, a huge issue for me last year. I fought it all season long, and finally got permission to disc everything under, destroy the crop, just because nothing was growing. And what you're seeing are the remnants of that first disc. Now as you look, we got pretty good soil There is some moisture in there, but I just want to break these clods up. And it's doing a pretty good job, although it's leaving some pretty good sized clods yet. I'm going to have to disc it again. But as you can tell, looking that direction, there are still a lot of clods that need to be busted up. You can tell very, very nice where I have disked and where I have not disked. This field was rougher than a cob last year, so I do not want to have to fight that problem again this year. I want to get in there, bury as much of the seed deep as I can. Now, generally that's probably a big no-no, but on other fields that were cleaner, that was what I disked. I disked hard, I disked heavy, and I buried that disc as far as it would go. And we have had a couple days of nice weather, some cold temperatures here and there. So yeah, you can tell I'm running older equipment, and there's one of our buildings back there, some of our equipment. We're farming right next to an oil lease, and here south of Kansas City, and this opportunity fell straight on my lap to get this land, and on a long-term contract. So very, very fortunate. Farming is something that I've always wanted to do. I was in the farming sales industry, but I wanted to try my hand at something else. Spent the winter, we got some tree lines cleaned up, got all the brush, all the blackberries, briars cleaned up. That little patch of timber that's right out there are the remnants of ditches that we filled in all across there. And I'll add some screenshots later on of aerial photos of what everything looked like. And there's another big ditch that's at that end of the field. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching.